Hello everyone, and welcome to Nodebuster. The only thing I know about this game is that it's a little incremental game clicker, I guess. Had a few of those tags on Steam. Seemed fun though, so I figured I'd give it a try. Let's just hop into it. Start a new save, yes. Alright. +1 power, +1 damage, I'm sorry. Upgrades. Bits are a common resource dropped by red enemies. Not much I can do with that. I like the sound effects though. Right click, left click. I love those sound effects. The music is nice too. Let's breach, I guess. Oh, got an achievement. Clicking doesn't seem to do anything. They seem to be... Okay, we're just gonna hover over these. Seem to be shooting out some projectile at these red boxes. Notice my health is going down to the top left. Looks like it goes down every time I take a shot as well. Okay. But I am getting XP. Oh, and I got 2 bits, it looks like. That's code 401, health reach 0. That makes sense. Let's go home. And I can afford this. Okay, so +1 damage, that should be good. And, oh, we've unlocked +50% spawn rate. I assume of those red boxes, those seem to be pretty prevalent. I don't think we need to increase the spawn rate at all. Connection Buster, attack deals +5% damage per enemy in area. Okay, I could see that adding up pretty quickly with the increased spawn rate if it's per enemy. 5% doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean, 20 enemies in an area is twice as much damage, so that would be pretty good. And then +4 max health. All right. We don't have enough bits to afford anything else, so let's go ahead and breach. Increased damage should... Yeah, that's... Okay, that's way better. So it looks like we are shooting these little red boxes. Every time we destroy one fully, we get bits, and we use those bits to upgrade. Seems like a pretty solid game loop. And can we finish this one up before we run out of health? We can. Perfect. Just in time. Also at 14% XP. Curious what happens when that gets to 100. We have 5 bits now. That should be a pretty good start. I don't think we need the 50% spawn rate. I think we're pretty good in terms of targets so far. +4 max health or damage. I think I'm going to keep going for damage right now. 2 upgrades, so that should be pretty good. Should be, I think, one-shotting these. Yep. Yeah, looks like we are. Okay, now I can see where the 50% increase to enemy spawns would be really nice. Oh. Is that... Do these guys just have more health? They must. I don't think there's a... Oh. Crap, that was really close. Alright, we'll go home. Let's get some more health now. Maybe one of that so we last a little bit longer, and then now let's start getting the spawn rate. Oh, and we unlocked some extra things. Regenerate +0.1 health per second. Okay, I can see that being pretty good. And then +0.2 armor. Wonder what armor... Every time we take a shot at an enemy, we do take a burst of damage. I wonder if the armor minimizes that. And then over here for off of the 50% spawn rate, we have +200% spawn rate. That takes a type of currency I have not seen yet. +10% attack size. Oh, that must be the box. Okay, the box I'm actually shooting from. And then red enemies drop +1 bits. That also takes currency that I have not seen. That would be really good, this upgrade. All right, well, can't afford anything else, so let's keep going. That one up there. We're at about 2% XP per enemy we're killing, it looks like. So, getting, oh, that one's not quite. There we go. Wonder if the enemies get more health the longer that you're around. Oh, okay. And it's not just where the white particle is. I see. You actually do damage in the entire area. Okay. So in that case, yeah, I'm going to increase the attack size. Oh, and +50% pickup range. hasn't really been an issue quite yet, but we'll try out the what was that, 10% increase? It looks a little bit bigger. It's hard to tell, especially with switching screens back and forth, but I really like this music. This is good music. Grab that. Actually, I should probably go over here and target these. Oh, crap. Oh, right. I thought I had enough health, but it does up a portion of my health every time I hit something. So hitting 3 things at once there really just instantly drained it. Okay, in that case, the armor actually might not be too bad. To try to mitigate that. Let's go with the armor. Trying to look more at my health every time I hit an enemy. I think the armor is already putting in some pretty good work. Oh, it's not quite done yet. There we go. Can we get both of these? Nice. Can we get both of those? Nice. It was just barely. Both of those. That one. This is where they're going to get all grouped. This is where I'm going to start taking a lot of damage if I try to be efficient here. Yeah, that just instantly drained it. But 13 bits, we're getting more and more every time, so... A boss guard, +1 armor against bosses. I don't think we've encountered a boss quite yet. I wouldn't mind the 0.1 health regen, but that's 25. Or you can get more max health. I feel like we're doing pretty good damage. Let's just pump max health, honestly. And let's just... Oh, I could have gotten a damage upgrade there. That's all right. We'll get it next time. Oh, level up. Okay, there we go. I don't see anything immediate as to what that did, but I assume after we finish out this round, we'll go ahead and see what that did. Both of these down here. I might be able to actually survive a shot against hitting 3 of these little asteroids at the same time. Like down here. Yeah, okay. Can I get all 3 again? Ah. I can get that one. I can get these 2 maybe. Nice. These 2. Okay. We're actually able to kind of get more than 1 here now. Oh, that guy took 3 shots. Thought I got 1 SP, skill point probably, and 19 bets. That was a great session. Okay. Pumping health is quite good. So now, yeah, red enemies drop +1 bits. That's huge. +1% chance for blue enemies to spawn. I wonder if blue enemies drop this currency. Looks more purple than blue to me. Skill points are the one that look blue. SP is a limited resource obtained by leveling up. Okay, so I don't think blue enemies would drop that. Plus 10% chance for double resource drops. That would also be pretty good. These are getting expensive though. Maybe more armor? Yeah, let's go 1 armor. The health I think is pretty good. And then pump damage. I'm finding that in the last little bit, right before I end up terminating, based on the word down there, I'm finding that my damage is not quite enough to deal with these guys. But, oh right, I was wondering why I'm getting so many more bits from this, but that's right, we got that upgrade. They dropped twice as much. So things should start cascading in terms of power. Okay, so yeah, we're already at the point where we're not one-shotting these guys anymore. Let's see if we can... Yeah, they're already getting more and more health. They must get more health as time goes on. And I see a progress bar on the bottom right. Oh! I think that might be a boss. That guy takes a ton of my health. Wow. I hit him once, and that's all the damage I did, and that took a ton of my health out. Okay. But we did get 50 bits, so we have a lot of upgrades we can go. Okay, we're definitely getting increased regen. So our +1 health on enemy kill, that would also be really good. +1 armor against bosses, actually, now that we've encountered a boss. And then better endurance, +12 max health. Okay, that's way better than this down here. Let's increase the spawn rate, actually. Okay, yeah, that increased spawn rate is already quite obvious. this is just a very chill game. I'd mentioned in a couple of my other videos, if you have any games that you think I'd like. I love games like this, little incremental clicker games. Recommend them in the comments. Down to play just about any type of these games. Number go big games are definitely my bread and butter. We're just knocking these out. Yeah, they're already at the point where they're starting to take less damage now. Or they have more health. I guess they're taking the same amount of damage. Progress bar is full. There's the boss. I'm not even going to go for the boss this time. I know that it's just going to get me killed, so I'm just going to keep focusing on getting more of the bits. We have 4 there? Okay. And then... Damn. Alright. We finished those guys out, but we didn't have enough health left to grab the bits after. 68 bits. That's pretty good. That should... Yeah, that allows us to get plus 12 max health. You know, I'm just going to keep upping health. I imagine armor and health is going to be what it takes to kill that boss. I think our damage already is pretty good. Of course, it can go higher. I haven't noticed any other damage increases, I don't think. Oh, no, there is the upgrade of plus 5% damage for every enemy hit, which might actually be able to take care of the groups when they start to get more health, where I'm finding where they just have a little bit left over. That plus 5% might actually be able to take care of those groups. Down here, yeah, like that situation, I think plus 5 damage per each of those enemies, so plus 10% damage. I bet that would have taken care of those guys. I wonder if the health that I lose in the top left is proportional to the damage that I'm doing, especially considering that shooting the boss once. I'm going to have more health. Let's shoot the boss once and see. Yeah, that bumped up 3. So it must be... I wonder then if it's a situation where I hit, but then I attack, but then I also get attacked back whenever I attack. And that's where the damage is coming in from. Let's go ahead and grab that. And that does unlock some other upgrades. Plus 50% damage against bosses. That would be huge, actually. Because I think we're doing pretty well against normal enemies. It's bosses that have just that massive health pool. And then plus 20% attack speed. That would also be really good. Considering our health is slowly ticking down, being able to attack faster would be really good. What was the other upgrade that took that purple currency? So this one? Yeah, plus 200% spawn rate. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, how do I... Oh, right click to drag. Okay. So we have some upgrades up here. Plus 80 max health. Generate plus 4 health per second. And that takes a skill point. Is there anything else that takes a skill point that we have unlocked at this point? None of those, none of those. No, so our next skill point, I guess, can go into that. So, how close are we to another skill point? 37%? That should be fine. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, we're getting like 1% per enemy at this point. Not even. Less than that, I think. Yeah, considerably less than that. So, skill points do take quite a bit to build up. But that should have dealt right there. That should have dealt about 10% more damage because of the upgrade we just got. Right there. So I wonder if a single enemy then just is a flat plus 5% extra damage. Yeah, I feel like we already would have been at the point where each enemy... Yeah, like that situation. I feel like we're already at that point. Yeah, no, this is already way better. The plus 5% extra damage per enemy is already paying out. And I bet that would apply with the boss as well, because bosses take up so much room that it's pretty easy to hit multiple enemies at once. Like here, I would have dealt an extra 15% damage. Not sure what order the calculations happen or anything like that, but 76, we're getting a little bit more every time. And I did put a few shots towards the boss that time as well, so. See, more health regeneration, more armor against bosses, or just more damage. Let's see here. Oh, could also do, yeah, plus 50% more damage towards bosses. Let's grab that. And then, so I pumped health a bit ago. Let's just pump damage now. See how that works. And yeah, let's get a few more enemies spawning. And let's go again. It's just kind of repeat cycle, getting a little bit stronger every time. I bet bosses are the ones that will drop that purple currency that we can use for the pretty powerful upgrades. That would make sense. Yeah, the increased spawning rate is a very obvious increase, which is quite nice. Games that, you know, I think in recent memory, Path of Exile 2, I believe, not really my type of game, but the picture of the skill tree, of the huge skill tree, has made its way around, and I've played a lot of games, a lot of clicker incremental games, you know, that boast, oh, look how powerful you can become. And then when you actually start playing the game, you realize that every upgrade is like 0.0001% increase to luck. And you're like, I don't even know what that stat does. And 0.001% increase? And the cap of like the number of times you can actually increase the stat is 1 billion or something. So yeah, eventually you can get crazy high numbers, but you know, I hope you don't have anything going on for a couple years. 105 bits. So way more than before, and we got the boss to a little over half. So our increased damage is working. We can get more damage against bosses. That might not be bad. Or we can get more armor against bosses. You know what? Let's tank up. I want to see if we can beat that boss. And then let's get more enemies. I think tanking up in terms of armor with that boss. We tank up on that upgrade cycle. Next upgrade cycle, if we still can't beat it, we get the damage increase against them. And I'm sure we can beat them then. Yeah, no, that plus 5% per enemy in the area, that was a really good upgrade. I should probably actually get more of those. I mean, those are better for these small guys, especially when they're all grouped up like this, as opposed to the bosses. But like I mentioned before, the bosses do tend to cover a lot of space, and so you can hit more things. All right, we're about to spawn the boss here. E4 there, nice. There's the boss. There's the boss down there. All right, let's just start going for it. I don't think we're taking any damage from this boss now. No, we're not. All right, yeah, we got this, easy. Perfect. We actually took some damage from that normal enemy as opposed to the boss. There it is. Oh, okay. And that just cancels it immediately. Status code 404. Boss defeated. I don't think that's what 404 means. Prestige 1 unlocked. Required resources. 86 bits and one of that purple bit. See what those are called. So these are skill points. These are cores. Cores are a limited resource obtained by defeating bosses. You can only earn 1 core per prestige level. Okay, interesting. So I don't see a way to prestige. So I guess that's the only boss we're going to be getting. So in terms of those cores, is this the only upgrade we can get with them right now? I'm going to check. It looks like it. No, this one over here as well. Right. So we either go faster attack speed or way more spawning. I think I'm going to go spawn rate. Here. There's another one here. Okay, that's upgradable. That's a lot of bits, though. Wow. I think going with this, and then we'd start pumping into Connection Buster here. And just to get more there. I mean, we can also just keep increasing the spawn rate. Let's just see where it goes. Oh, and attack size. I did forget about attack size. That's also a really good one. Oh, choose prestige level. I see. Unlock a new prestige level when you beat the boss of the previous one. Each prestige level increases both enemy stats and resource gain. Okay. Well, let's try prestige 1 then. Let's see, so these enemies should be harder to beat then. I'm noticing I'm getting 3 bits per. Oh, there's some big enemies here. Okay. But our the amount of enemies on screen is huge. That does make sense. We did upgrade it quite a bit. Let's see if we can beat this big guy here without dying. Yeah. Oh, wow. That guy dropped a ton. Okay. Okay, 54 resources. So we are getting less resources now in that second area. But I think we can increase armor to assist with that. I think that's kind of what we need to start pumping towards. Oh, I didn't realize the upgrade up there. Oh, because we leveled up. We have the skill point. Okay, we'll go through this, and then we'll use that skill point to get the, I think it's increased regeneration was what that upgrade was. I'm trying to hit a lot of these guys at once, but it's tricky when the shot doesn't fully finish them off, and then they all kind of just scatter. That was good, though. They all kind of followed the same path. Yeah, I'm going to focus on these small guys, I think. The big guys did give a lot, but with the amount of health that I have, I don't think it's worth. 74. Okay, that's about equal to what we were getting before. What can we get up here now? Regenerate plus 4 health per second. Yeah, that's huge. And then plus 1% max health per second. And that takes a blue resource. I bet that's coming from the blue enemies that have the same icon. Okay. So... oh, we can zoom. Okay, I didn't even realize. Oh, I like these low... oh, I like that. It might be the CRT effect that's on screen, but when you zoom all the way out, you kind of get this really pixelated, downscaled version of these icons. I think that's neat. That's a neat feature. What do we want to increase now? More damage? That's just a flat +1 damage. More armor. We did get health regen, which I think is going to be really big. Let's pump armor. Or, not armor, I'm sorry. Let's pump damage. Choose prestige level 1. After this prestige level 1 run, I actually want to go back to prestige level 0 and see if we get more bits from that. The enemies will drop less, but we'll be able to defeat more. So it might kind of even out. Yeah, with the sheer amount of enemies here, also upgrading that plus 5% damage per enemy in the zone is going to be really big. Get more of those guys. Okay, there we go. I just realized, though, our health regen, I just looked up at the top left, our health regen is crazy right now. Yeah, so I don't think at this point we're actually going to be terminated due to health loss. I bet if we try to go for this boss, we will, though. Let's see, one shot at the boss. I don't know, actually. I guess if we need to beat the boss before it goes off screen, that would be something to consider. And if we hit other enemies besides the boss, it does also whittle down. Okay. I don't think our damage is high enough for that boss quite yet. So... but let's... there we go. Let's hit all these enemies here. Oh yeah, they have a lot of health now. Getting very, very tanky. Oh, and I'm about to die. I just realized a problem might be 189 bits though, that's huge. The problem might be with enough enemies on screen, if I want to wait for my health to regen, you know, it might be beneficial to shoot in a kind of empty spot. There's the boss again. Oh, and it keeps its health. Okay. I think we probably could kill that boss. It would take a while though. But if there's so many enemies on screen, I don't know if we'll be able to even find an empty spot to regen our health enough. More damage against bosses. That would be really helpful here. Chance for double resource drops. Yeah, we have a ton of bits now, so... what's this one? Restore health on enemy kill. I think right now our issue is damage. So let's grab that one. That's a really big one. More damage against bosses. And sure, a little bit more health regen. And... okay, now that I know that we can just pretty easily survive on Prestige level 1, I actually don't want to go back to Prestige level 0. My plan was to do that thinking that we could last longer there and get more bits, but we can last pretty long here now at this point, so I don't think it's worth it. It would be cool, though, if there was an incentive to go back to earlier levels. Just because I feel like in games like this, you end up running into a problem where, you know, you'll get to prestige level 70 or something. You know, I'm not sure how far this game goes, but you end up getting to a crazy high prestige level, and then you just have no incentive to go back to the earlier levels. But I think kind of having a progression system where you work forward, kind of a 2-step forward, 1-step back situation, I think is a fun way to play the game. All right, let's try to go for this boss and see how much damage you're doing now. That should be enough damage. We'll just go ahead and beat the boss here. we should be doing more damage as well if we get more enemies in here. That works the way I think it does. We are taking more damage ourselves, but we have enough health regen. It should be fine. Oh, we have enough health regen as long as we stop shooting the boss. Get a few more shots in here before it goes fully off screen. Get that corner. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so these guys having more health also means that they do more damage to us. So that is something to consider. Okay, boss is back. Yeah, with our regen, we should be able to easily take care of the boss. The thing that worries me is there's so many enemies floating around now, and I know that they are actually doing damage to us. So this should unlock prestige level 3, but I think this will be a situation where we don't want to move on yet because we just aren't ready. But now we can get the 20% attack speed. Oh, and start leveling up +3 damage. That's going to be really good. But I think at this point, we're finding that the enemies are doing pretty bad damage to us. Max this out, actually. We can. Perfect. Oh, I didn't even see this. Another +20% attack speed from another boss kill. Okay. What else can we level up? Let's see here. Probably max out that damage. Pretty close to maxing out that health upgrade. All right, we're starting to knock out and max out some of these earlier upgrades now. So prestige level 2. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with prestige level 1 at this point. I do not think we are ready for prestige level 2. With the amount of damage things were just doing to us, especially near the end with fighting the boss, I just don't think we're quite ready for that. We are about halfway to another skill point though, and I don't think we've unlocked anything on the tree to allocate towards. So I'm curious if we'll end up hitting a situation where we are just kind of banking those skill points, waiting for things to unlock for us to spend them on. Okay, we're already at the point where enemies are starting to survive hits. I think we can actually... Oh yeah, we're taking no damage from any of these guys now. I think we'll be able to survive... Oh, that was huge. Okay, so if there's enough enemies in a group, we are killing them all. With that 5% increase, which I think at this point is 10%. I think we got one more upgrade than there. But I think that might be the one we want to start upgrading now. Because we're hitting pretty consistently every time. We're hitting well more than probably 2 or 3 enemies in every hit. But this is, oh, you can see at the top left, we're starting to take more damage. Yeah, these guys are starting to hurt now. But we are getting quite a few bits. We're also getting a lot of XP towards the next skill level, so that's good. Let's see, yeah, we're about to finish out here. There it is, 333 on the dot. That's pretty good. Let's see here, more damage. That could be good. Although since we're starting to take damage here we go. Plus 0.6 armor per upgrade. We're starting to last longer and longer. Increased pickup range. I'm less interested in this upgrade and more interested in what upgrades come after it. I don't want to pick this up, but that is a lot of points to spend that I think would be better spent elsewhere. Increased chance for double drops. Let's go for that one, actually. And there's nothing past it. Okay. So at this point, let's start increasing back size. So that should be pretty noticeable at this point. I think that was, what, 5 upgrades towards that? That should be a 50% increase. Prestige level 1 still. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's way, way larger. Very noticeable. I have noticed that the bits only get picked up when they get close to the center, though, the little white dot. So that's something to keep in mind as our area does become larger. Yeah, I think we're getting most of our bits from the beginning of these sessions here, where we're one-shotting everything. I'm sure we're getting more, though, from the end, kind of the end of our sessions. But you can see that, you know, nothing's really doing damage to us, even though they're not necessarily dying in one hit. But now, yeah, I just saw our health go down for the first time. Now things are starting to deal a little bit of damage. And pretty quickly, we won't be able to survive too many hits. The larger area is helping us kind of whittle down these enemies better, though. Before, I'd hit an enemy, and if it wasn't going the same direction as all the other enemies I hit, it would just rail off. Like this guy up here. But there's a level up. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we're at the point where we don't have anything to spend that skill point on. So it's just banked for now. But yeah, we're starting to take some pretty sizable damage. 426, though, and a skill point. So we did get more than last time. We want blue enemies to spawn now. I mean, the only blue upgrade that we have is this one, which is pretty good. I just don't think we need it quite yet. +3 damage might not be bad either. That requires a boss kill. No, we should be looking into this one. That's right. This one is huge. And we can still afford the +2 damage, so let's go with that. And you know what? Let's max out that health gain. And let's check out Prestige level 2. Okay, we're surviving hits, but we are struggling to beat these guys. They do drop a ton of bits, though. So I wonder, so we got, how much that last time? Like 400 something? So I'm wondering if we'll actually end up getting more this time or less. I'm guessing less. We're already taking some pretty big damage. Yeah, 215. Okay. So, increase spawn rate, increase attack size, increase damage against bosses, defense against bosses. Probably want to go for more of these now. Oh, yeah. Man, I completely missed that one. For an additional 0.5 health when hitting an enemy. Okay. So this is +1 health whenever you end up killing an enemy. We're just 2 bits off that. So, yeah, getting 2 blue enemy kills, I think, is a bit easier than getting 8. That's going to take 400 bits to get that. I want to try to spend some stuff here, though. Increase armor against bosses. Let's get more health regen. And that's actually maxed out. Okay, that's pretty good. And, we'll do one more on Prestige 1, and I think that should give us enough to be able to survive a pretty good amount on Prestige 2. Yeah, I know I could probably sit at Prestige level 0 and just get a huge number of bits, but I don't know, actually. Maybe the scaling of the enemies on those lower levels goes up enough, quickly enough, that we actually can't just sit there for as long as we think we can. Yeah, the enemies on the next Prestige level were dropping way more bits, though. Just a matter of surviving all of them. Oh, here we go. Okay. Starting to have trouble. Yeah, starting to have trouble getting some of these guys if they're not really grouped up. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, we're really having trouble getting them now. Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, still if they're grouped up enough, we're okay. But if we can get some of these big guys. And I can tell we are starting to take a little bit of damage. Our health regen is pretty good, though. I don't know if these big guys are actually worth it to get. Let's see, though. Yeah, see, all these enemies are kind of just spreading out. There we go. That was pretty good. Actually, we'll get this big one here. There we go. And then can I get all those? Perfect. Okay. Grab that bit up there. I can see where the magnet range would actually help out at this point. Because I am spending a lot of time after a kill kind of swinging my mouse around, making sure to grab all the bits. 537 though, that's huge. Okay, you know what? How much is that, 300? Let's get that first. And blue enemies drop more nodes. Hey, that uses our skill point, so is there anything else that does? Nope. We'll do that. So we have a 1% chance for our blue enemies to spawn, but we'll get 2 nodes per, which is going to be huge, because that's, I mean, that alone is one upgrade there. Plus 5% chance to to spawn enemies that explode on death. I wonder if that explosion hurts me or the other enemies. Probably the other enemies. And then unlocks the milestones tab. Okay. Wonder what that is. Guess we'll have to see. Okay, well, if we want to trigger this 1% chance, let's start getting more enemy spawns then. And we will go to Procedure 2 now. I think now that we're looking for a 1% spawn chance on an enemy, I think now might be a good time to go back to... Oh, there's one already. Sweet. Oh, they do move faster. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. But I think now might not be a bad time to go back to the earlier levels. But we'll see. I feel like we got one spawned in pretty quick. So we'll just see if they continue to spawn that quick. I wonder if later on, with the sheer amount of red cubes that we're getting on screen, we got 4. Oh, you know what? I bet the increased prestige level also affects their drops. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty huge. All right, in that case, let's grab the milestones tab, and that's another achievement. And let's grab getting some extra health by just hitting the enemy. Okay, that's another boss spend right there. And then we have enough bits. Let's get some more armor. Plus 2% armor per enemy in area. That's really good as well, especially on these later levels. But let's take a look at milestones. Oh, rewards. Defeat 500 red enemies. Sure, that's 500 bits right there. Let's see, what else are we on the way to? So beating up blue enemies gives us more blue bits. Red enemies gives us more red. Kind of just seems to be a lot of that. Yellow enemies. Okay. Eventually we get a different type of enemy. We only get 1 yellow chip from beating those guys. Even for, defeating 15 of them. So I bet that currency is very, I don't know if rare is the right word, but hey, that's pretty good. And now with those 500 bits, we can, let's get the magnet now. All right, nothing past the magnet. That's good to know. Probably more spawn rate, maybe. Let's go damage. A bit of extra damage and a little bit more armor against bosses. And we'll start session. If I find that we can't get enough of the blue currency, then... Oh, well, there we go. Then I'll probably go back to earlier levels and just kind of farm those up for him. But we seem to be doing pretty well because, yeah, we're getting 4 of the blue bits every time. Cores? No, cores were the purple one. I actually don't know if I looked at what the blue ones are called. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. I don't think we have to go back to earlier levels. Yeah, I think we're getting plenty of the blue ones here. Oh, yeah. Okay. 1% chance to get these. All right. We're almost about to spawn the boss for the first time on this level, I think. Yeah, there's the boss. Yeah, 10 blue cores. Not as many red, though, but I guess I wasn't focusing them as much. Well, hey, if this is a 1% chance, and those guys are spawning pretty well, a 5% chance seems pretty big. And there's another skill point, which would increase the explosion area. And then do that. That's pretty good. Let's see. More armor. Let's go back real quick. Check on milestones. Oh, wait, no. They all just say claim. 5 more blue enemies, and we get some more bits from that. And we are about halfway to destroyed red enemies, so we've beaten about 1,000. Let's keep going. So we should be getting more health per enemy hit. No, we should be getting more. We should be regenerating 1% of our health every second. I think is maybe more. Maybe not with the density of these guys, but I mean, it is health regen fundamentally. Oh, we have circles now? Oh, those are the exploders. That's right. Wow. That is huge. Okay. Holy. Yeah, these guys are the ones to go for. That is insane. Okay. I was trying to remember the other upgrade I got. It was these guys. Okay, so they're really good really early on. But then as these guys start to get more health, their damage starts to fall off. But I guess that's why there's a damage upgrade for them right over here. Or no, that's explosion size. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're getting way more now. Damage. Or health on enemy kill. I feel like Connection Buster might still be kind of the big one with how much of these. Actually, let's increase attack size because that's going to go well with the Connection Buster. I think that's all I want to do. Increase damage against bosses. I haven't really touched my max health in a little bit. 80 max health. Yeah, I've kind of been focusing on regen and armor. So I'll wait to keep working on that though. I want to get one more upgrade of the Connection Buster. Yeah, our area is pretty large now. All right, here we go. Yeah, so that area isn't very big. It's a lot better when they're all kind of bunched up. So I'm actually going to wait to hit that one again. Like now. There we go. That's a good use of them. Okay, there's another one down here. We'll wait to hit that guy in a little bit. Probably now should be fine. There we go. And yeah, those explosion ones are huge. I kind of want to see actually how much damage they do to these big ones. A large amount of damage is the answer. Wow, okay. Grab this one. You know, I haven't seen many blues anymore. I wonder if we just got really lucky or if we got really lucky or if we ended up if the exploding ones are taking up the spawns for the blue ones. Wonder how that logic works. Yeah, we got a ton of bits that time. I noticed we also ended up missing some. So maybe increased magnet range might be worth, but didn't get that. Yeah, next one, or the last one cost 1,000. That's what I figured. Is there anything else we can max out? Probably that. So, plus 10 armor against bosses should be pretty good. Let's keep going. After this one, I will see how we are against that milestone for the red enemies, because the exploding enemies, I think, yeah, those help get to that very quickly. There we go. There's all the other ones. We're just seeing red squares at this point. Where's the exploding enemies? Where's the blue ones? I have not seen a blue one in a long time now. A couple rounds at least. Do they just stop spawning? I will say, if there is a system in the game that makes it so that you know, you unlock the upgrade for the blue, and so it purposely spawns more blues initially to kind of get you to know what you're looking for, and then it actually kind of reverts back to that normal 1% chance. I don't know if I'd like that system. I feel like I'd rather it just be how it's supposed to be right from the get-go. I feel like now I'm seeing what I would more likely to expect a 1% chance to look like, whereas initially, not so much. Plus 2% armor per enemy in area. That's pretty good at this point, since we have so many enemies in the area. And then let's just get more spawn rate. And we'll start going for max health now. Okay, here's the exploding ones. Making a comeback here. And there's the blue ones. Okay, so clearly you just have to complain about it, and the game hears you through your microphone and adjusts accordingly. It's a very easy system. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's so many of these exploding ones now, and there's another blue. Okay, that's clearly how it is. So yeah, if anyone's watching this video and they're wondering, man, you know, they're watching this video, it's kind of like a tutorial. I have not seen an exploding bomb enemy in a while, haven't seen a blue enemy in a while. Clearly, you just have to complain about it. You just plug in your microphone and say verbally out loud, I'm not seeing enough of these enemies, and they will just appear. I was hoping to get that bomb right off the bat, but not so much. All right, more damage against bosses. 461 bits. Let's look at our milestone. What is that? 2 more blue enemies and a few more 100 of the red enemies before we can get that. That's just your pumping health. Ooh, almost maxed out. And we have enough blue cores again. Yeah, we'll start getting more of that. Because that was just a one-time upgrade. So getting more health every time we hit an enemy is pretty good. Let's keep going. Okay, this bomb should be pretty good. Yep, there we go. Wow, okay. That was a great hit. Alright, let's grab this bomb up here. Might have been better used when it got a little bit closer to the center, but that's alright. Oh, here's one actually. Okay, we'll give that a little bit of time, and there we go. There's another one up there. We'll get one hit on it. I won't fully get it. So we'll wait and do that. Perfect. There's another blue one. Perfect. Get this bomb one. Oh, we leveled up. Yeah, level ups are definitely taking longer and longer for sure. But I think we do have a couple things that we can spend it on. But that's alright. It makes sense. Each level up takes a little bit longer. Yeah, our max health is very clearly a little over double what it was before, actually, which is pretty good. Okay, I need to be careful here. No, the enemies just have too much health at this point. There is not a way that I'm going to survive. Let me grab... There we go. Got quite a bit of stuff that time. Oh, and a blue had just entered the screen. All right. Increase explosion size. That would be pretty good. Do you have anything else that takes a skill point at this point? Restore 0.5 health when picking up resources. That one's huge. Okay, but that requires a boss kill. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that takes a skill point. So, yeah, we'll go with that. That should be really nice. And there's 5 upgrades to that. Okay, so our skill points, I think, are going to be going towards that for a while. Increased chance for double drops. That might be pretty good to grab as well. How much is that? 400. Okay, so we can get the extra health here. Plus 80 max health. That's really big. It would help us survive for longer. I would be able to get one of those, but also only one of these. At least right now. You know what? Let's go. I want to see if I can beat the next boss. So let's go with a ton of extra damage for bosses. We'll use more damage with hitting an enemy, or more health regen when hitting an enemy. And let's see if we can get that boss. Might not have enough health for it still, but we will be doing a ton more damage. So. Yeah, there's a ton of enemies grouped up here. There we go. Okay, here's a bomb enemy, and we should have a large explosion radius. Yeah, that's pretty. This is what, 15% larger? That's noticeable at the very least. Good. Okay, here's bomb down here. We'll actually hit this one. Yeah, that was huge. And then hit that one. Okay. And just think, a little less than an hour ago, we were hitting, maybe a couple bits every time, and now we're over here in hundreds. That's the great thing about these games. Number go big. All right, how are we doing against boss damage? It is pretty good, and our health is keeping up so far. It's a little rough. Can I get the explosion with it? I can. It is a little rough when we have so many enemies, but yeah, this should get it. There we go. 730 bits and a boss core. What are the blue ones called? Let's see. Nodes, of course. That was down here in the blue enemies drop +1 nodes. Should have known. 20% attack speed. That would be pretty good. Get more health when picking up resources would also be really good. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that one. Staying alive. I think an extra 20% attack speed isn't going to help us as much as that one will for now. Then, yeah, let's start getting more enemy drops, more damage, get more health on an enemy kill. Now we're on Prestige level 3. But I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and leave it off for this episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. All those things, all the interactions on the channel really help. Leave a comment with any other games that you think would be fun to see on the channel. I enjoy a ton of clicker incremental games, but just any game you think is fun would be pretty great. And I'll leave it there.